Hey guys, oh my gosh, it's such a pleasure to have you here on the page. Abundance is your divine right. It really is. It really truly is. And this is something that I realized this morning as I was speaking with the divine. Well, actually, no, I've known it for a while, but I didn't know. Well, I suppose I didn't give myself permission to actually just say it to you in this way. You can step into greater abundance simply by listening to different ideas from what you're used to immersing yourself in. This is the thing. Most of us have been conditioned, whether it was by our families when we're growing up, by our religion, by our schools, teachers, spiritual teachers, whatever, the government, the government, to think in a certain way that generally tends to keep most people down. Okay? It tends to keep you waiting for permission before you go after the desires of your heart. It tends to keep you thinking you it's selfish to actually follow through with the things that you want to create the wealth you desire. It's selfish to put your vision first. It's all these ideas that kind of get stuck inside of us that now seem so normal. They now seem so normal that when you try, because there's the part of you that knows that you want something more out of life, but when you try to go after it, you find that you're not able to. You procrastinate, you dilly dally, you do very little towards your vision whilst continuing to work very hard towards the things that you don't actually want. And you can't see a way. It almost feels like there's just no way. Oh, I have no money, I have no time, I have no, and all of these things seem so real to you because that's the way you've been conditioned to think. And I think it was Einstein that said that you cannot solve a problem at the same level of thinking or consciousness as what created the problem in the first place. You have to elevate your thinking. You have to change your thinking in order to change your life. And so this morning, as I was speaking with the divine, in fact, I went to bed last night. I'm going to tell you something here. I went to bed last night thinking about anti-aging for some reason, because I was reading somewhere that anti-aging is one of those things that makes lots of money at the moment because nobody wants to get old and blah, 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 blah. And I was thinking about how people generally tend to want a potion or a button or something that they can press or put on their face or whatever that will just fix everything in 3 seconds, And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I don't believe that you have to have a hard life or anything like that. I don't believe that at all. I used to, but I don't believe that anymore. So there's nothing wrong with potions and whatever that scientists have come up with or somebody has come up with that actually, yeah, euthans you, whatever. But it was just that feeling that, people like things to happen without too much effort from them. And that's fine. And then I woke up this morning and I was just kind of praying and meditating and thinking about how can I serve the community? How can I help people who I know really do want to transition into their own thing, get that freedom that they long for? But then every time they try, they come against all manner of stuff. And as I was meandering this, Papa brought to my attention immersion, which I talk about a lot, of course. People just need to listen to new ideas. They need to immerse themselves in a different way of thinking, a different way, thinking first. Because at the moment you're being immersed in the news and the propaganda all around you, and your family wants to keep you doing what they want you to do. They don't mean to, but it's what we've all considered to be safety. Everybody wants you to work, to help the economy by staying in your job, even if you don't want to, and all of that stuff. That's what you're immersed in at the moment, and all your friends, everybody is doing the same thing. So if you want to break free, you're going to have to need some new ideas that will elevate your thinking, so that you can see things from a different way and a different level than most people in your world. It doesn't even matter about other people. It's about you going after the visions and dreams in your heart, creating the wealth that allows you to do those things. And the only way you can do it is by changing your level of thinking, which brings me to the Abundance Library. It is about simply listening. 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 That's it. For the period of time that you are a member, you simply make a commitment to listen. That's all. So yes, suddenly it is almost a magic bullet. Almost. Because the reason why I'm able to do the things that I do, and the people I've worked with and seen, and the people, that create success, it is literally because they recondition their mind to think very differently from mass mind thinking. And because they do, they see things differently. They're no longer pulled by the nose by fear. Fear is such a subtle thing. Fear is such a subtle thing. It usually looks like reason and logic. It looks like this is the sensible thing for me to do. It looks like common sense because it is common sense. However, you will realize if you look around that common people, regular people, the majority of people do not live to the fullness of their potential. They get to the end of their lives having lived a life of quiet desperation, or just settled for, okay, well, I suppose this is the adult life. So you don't want common sense, honey. You need new ideas, and that is where the Abundance Library comes in. One idea could literally change your life. You're making a commitment simply to listen. That's all. To listen, and you get all these bonus programs that you'll be getting every day. You'll just have something to immerse your mind in. You'll also get access to the full library of all the immersion programs that I've done and all the ones I continue to do, because I will continue to respond to the needs of the community to create things that support you in elevating your thinking, elevating who you're being within you, deepening your relationship with Source, whatever that means to you, okay? Whether you call it God, divine, higher self, whatever you call it, you need that connection because that is your power source. So I will continue to produce programs and trainings, update the ones I have, whatever, and you will get access to it for the period of time that you join the Abundance Library for. Honey, look through the page. If what I've said here, plus looking through the page, appeals to you, if you feel that resonance in your heart, then you know this is what you need. There's no Facebook groups, there's none of that. It is simply you making a commitment to listen. That's all. Listen, have it on your phone, put it in your car, listen to just something every day. You don't have to listen to everything every day, of course, it's too much. But something every day for the period of time that you're a member of, that you have access to the library. Listen. And this is what I know for sure. And this is what Divine has promised me, you. That if you will just immerse your mind in new ideas, elevated new ideas, because I don't create this stuff on my own, okay? I really don't. Then your life will automatically change because you will suddenly start to be different, act different. Because as you change the thoughts that are continually going through in your head, you make a new commitment about who you are. Okay? And as you make that new commitment about who you are and how you choose to show up in the world, you will start seeing new opportunities. You will start seeing new ideas coming to you that have always been there, but you didn't have access to them whilst you were thinking at the same level as the problems in your life. Are you ready to elevate? Because abundance is your divine right. It really is. But you simply have to claim it. And this is like the first step. We want to prepare your subconscious mind, because it is your subconscious mind that is so subtly keeping you within your comfort zone. Whereas you think you have, I'm trying everything. No. Your subconscious mind is very, very good at keeping you safe. It's just now safe is no longer enough for you. Are you ready to elevate to a whole new level, and to claim abundance as your divine right? Look through the page, join in. I'm so excited about this. So excited about this. Much amazing love. Bye.